Good morning, everyone. It's December 29th, Friday already, and I am back amongst the living, so I'm headed to work. Here's what I'm taking with me this morning. So first of all, coffee and tea. I have my regular 0 Point coffee with 1 tablespoon of Dairy Star fat-free half and half for also 0 smart points. For tea, I'm taking my Teamy Skinny tea. I'm making the Teamy Skinny Mojito. So I have 1 teaspoon of Teamy Skinny. I have some muddled mint, and I also have some lime juice. That is everything that is in the container there. I will let that steep until about 11:30, and then I will add ice and some of this sparkling spring water, which is lime flavored. So that is the Teamy Skinny Mojito for 0 smart points. For lunch, I'm literally just taking leftovers. Nothing exciting. I'm going to try and save some money on my food in the next year, so you'll probably see a few more leftovers from me, but this is just some leftover turkey from Christmas. It's actually the last of the leftover turkey. That's why there's not very much. So I have about 2.5 ounces of turkey breast for 0 smart points. I'm going to put the last little bit of what's left in this jar of my cranberry sauce, also 0 smart points. And then I will have a poached egg, so I'm going to poach it in this cup here for 0 smart points. So my lunch is all 0 smart points. My snacks are 0. I'm going to do an apple and a banana, both 0 smart points. I don't even know if I'm going to be hungry enough for all this stuff today because my appetite is still down a little bit, so that's okay. I will eat when I get hungry. I'm not really worried about intermittent fasting right now. I'm just kind of taking my hunger as it comes, and I'll just have a little bit of whatever sounds good when I'm hungry. So this is what I'm taking to work today on this Friday. Everything is 0 smart points. Hey everyone, it is Friday afternoon and I am off work. Yay! It's about 1:30. I am drinking my fabulously refreshing Teamy Skinny Mojito. Dang, that thing is good. I'm about to have my banana. And that's really all I've had today, plus my coffee. I am actually really thankful that it's only a half day. I had a suspicion that it might be. It was actually the perfect amount of work day for me to kind of get myself back in the flow of things, but not have a full, tiring, exhausting day. So it was perfect. I can't say that I got a lot done, but I did try. And unfortunately, a lot of things that I really wanted to get done by the end of the year did not happen because I haven't been there 4 days. So there's not a lot I can do about that except get my arson gear on Tuesday and buckle down. So I'm headed home. I'm actually going to stop at Michael's on the way home because I had this crazy fun idea that I'd like to hand make all of my thank you cards this year. I know, I'm insane, but it sounds really fun. So I'm gonna go to Michael's and see what they have, and I'm actually gonna make it as easy on myself as possible, as in I'm going to buy as many pre-made items for the cards as I can. So, but it sounds really fun. I have had no time for crafts this year. I have this awesome latch hook rug kit that I've been working on for at least a year, maybe a year and a half, and I haven't worked on it in months. So I feel like I'd really like to get that out and work on that soon too. So I need to really find some ways to slow down this year. So I don't know yet how that's going to happen, but in the coming year I want to slow down a bit because there are a lot of things that I'd really love to do and I never get the time to do. So I need to back off on a few things. And then also this year I really want to save more money. So I'm going to be trying to reduce my food budget, as in eat more of what's in the house, and eat more inexpensive foods. I feel like I'm pretty good with being thrifty on Weight Watchers. The items that I do buy that are specifically low points are all pretty budget friendly. There are a few things that I splurge on. I used to splurge on that crazy Kraft fat-free singles, but those are no longer available, so that's not even an option. But I think most of the things I buy are pretty inexpensive, and I also eat fairly simply. Like, I eat a lot of basics like chicken, eggs, fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. What else do I even eat? Grits are pretty darn cheap too. So I feel like I do a pretty good job with the budget, but I want to reduce my food budget this year, and then I also want to reduce our eating out budget. So we're going to try to cut back to like once a week. That'll be a challenge. So those are some of my goals for this year. I will probably not be doing an outfit of the day every day because I'm going to cut back on my clothing purchases as well. So that means I'm going to be wearing the same clothes over and over again, and you guys are not going to want to see that. So if I happen to get some new clothes, I will definitely do an outfit of the day. Or if I pair something particularly creatively, then I'll show you. But for the most part, I mean, you're going to get sick of seeing the same stuff. So those are some of my goals for next year. I also think that in order to help create more time for myself so that I'm not as stressed, not as busy, not as sick, we are going to be doing our homeless lunches every other weekend instead of every weekend. I think instead of trying to do 50 lunches per weekend, we're going to try to do 100 lunches every other week. So we're going to try this. It's going to seem pricier because we're putting out more money at one time versus spreading it out. But as I pointed out to Eddie, it also gives us more time to actually look for better deals, you know, because it's not inexpensive to even just sandwiches and granola bars and water and a piece of fruit. For 50 bagged lunches is like 60 bucks. So it's not inexpensive. But if we have a full 2 weeks to maybe have the time to go to some stores where we know we can get a better deal, then maybe we can reduce the cost a little bit. And then also maybe buying in a little bit more bulk, we could get a better deal. I don't know. We're going to try it for a while and see how it works. And then also I know that it's just going to free up a lot of time if I'm only doing it every other weekend. And with some of that time, I'd really like to, number one, do some meal prep on the weekends, because that helps me so much during the week. I'm going to start getting up half an hour early every morning so that I'm not running around like crazy every morning. And then if I guys already know, I am totally after that 130 pounds. At my last weigh-in, which was my unofficial scale weigh-in, it was 133.8. So, no, it was 133.6. So again, I am this close. I just need to knuckle down and not have so many food events in my life. And I think January looks to be pretty boring. So, I think it's really doable. I don't know if it's doable in January, but by the end of February, sure, come on, 2 months for 3.6 pounds. Even with my lifestyle, although I'm trying to cut back on eating out, this should be totally doable, right? So there's that goal. As far as my running goals and my fitness, this is where it gets a little tricky because I have paid for and I'm signed up for a half marathon in January and the full LA marathon in March. So there's no deciding not to do these. I am signed up and I will be doing them. So on the other hand, my body is breaking down and it's become obvious that the more I run, the more I hurt. So I need to find a way to train for these two events but minimize my running. The way I'm going to do that is try to run only 2 days per week. So one of those days will be just a standard basic 4-mile run, and the other day will be my long run. And those are the days that are just going to hurt. There's no getting around that. Long runs hurt, whether you're 45 or you're 25. So, but I am going to train for the marathon doing that, and then I will decide after that how much running I will do for the rest of the year. I can guarantee you almost 100% that once I do the marathon, I'm going to want to do another one because that's how they go. They're very addicting, they're super fun, but they just require so much dedication. So we'll see if I'm even willing to take the time after that marathon to do a long run every single week because it's the long runs that take forever. So here's my workout plan for next year. I'm putting it out here because number one, I want to remember myself what I'm planning for myself, and number two, so you guys can get ideas or help keep me accountable or join me. So I am reducing the running, but I want to still stay active. Mondays are my favorite yoga class of all, and that is at 8 o'clock at night. So Mondays will be yoga. Tuesdays, I'm going to do nothing at all. If I do something, it will be a walk at lunch. Wednesdays will be, what was I going to do Wednesdays? Wednesdays, I will be walking with my friend at lunch, and then I will do a short, very short weightlifting program after work. And by that, I just really want to do like 3 exercises max to hit my shoulders and my arms, mostly my triceps, and then possibly another short walk after work. So that's Wednesday. Thursdays will be my run day, so 4 miles after work. Fridays will be again a walk with my friend at lunch and the short weightlifting session after work and maybe another short walk after work. Saturdays will be my walk to work in the morning. That's 3 3/4 of a mile. And Sundays will be my long run days. So I will need to be getting up early on Sundays to knock that out. So that's my plan so far. I might switch days a little bit because I could also do a yoga class on Thursdays at work. And I actually don't mind her yoga class either. Hers is a pretty good yoga class, and it's not too disruptive to my schedule. So I could switch and do a yoga class on Thursday and then do a run on Friday, the 4-mile run on Friday. We'll see. That's my plan. Right now, stop a little at Michael's and have my banana, and I'll touch base with you guys in another little while. Bye! Hey guys, I just wanted to share one quick little tidbit for you from my awesome friend Sally. She posted this on the Wise Wingman website just a couple days ago. This is genius. Listen to these words of wisdom. The antidote for distraction is focus. The choice to pay attention and live aware. How beautiful is that, you guys? Focus. I find myself distracted in so many ways all day long, most every day, because my attention is literally just everywhere. My mind is everywhere. I have so much to do all the time, and the antidote for this is focus. I definitely need to focus, and I need to live aware. You guys know that I am gearing up to make 2018 my leanest year ever. That's what I'm calling it. 2018 is going to be my leanest and healthiest year ever. Who is going to join me in this? I am already starting to get massively on fire for this. I'm starting to feel better. We've got like days until 2018, and I'm just ready to kill it. So thank you, Sally, for your words of wisdom. I am totally getting on track and focused and on fire and determined. I'm going to do this. I am ferociously determined to make 2018 my leanest year ever. Okay, I just spent an hour and a half at Michael's, and let me tell you how fun that was to be able to browse around, be creative, and not have a million things to do. I do still have a million things to do, but I am just pretty much ignoring them right now. So I am super, super excited to get home and work on these thank you cards. They are obviously going to take me days because I'm not going to be able to just sit down and bang them all out, because number one, I have quite a few to do, and number two, I just don't have that much time. But I'm so excited. If you guys get one of these thank you cards from me, you know you are loved. Lots of time will be going into these. I did the math. It was $29 for 20 cards. They're going to be $1.45 each. Not bad for handmade cards. Not bad. Definitely not as cheap as I could go, but you know what? I'm so excited because this totally reminds me of my scrapbooking days, and I used to scrapbook for hours and hours and hours from the time my kids were very, very small, and it was so relaxing for me, and just to have that creative outlet and be creative. And I could tell that I'm out of practice because it took a while for me to get my colors the way I want them, all the details the way I want them, but it was so fun just to sit and think about it and just put it all together in my mind. I'm so excited. If they turn out well, I'll show you guys, and if they don't, I won't. Anyway, I'm headed home now. I'm so excited. I gotta get started. Okay, it's 4:05. I am home, and I am going to have this, which I took for work for lunch today. So this is my 2.5 ounces of turkey with my homemade cranberry sauce, both 0 smart points, and one very perfectly yummy looking poached egg, also 0 smart points. Okay guys, it's 5 o'clock and I'm doing it. I'm heading out for a run. Yes, I told my girls that were doing the holiday streak with me that I thought the flu beat me, and I let myself down, and I failed this challenge in every way possible, but I'm not letting the flu stop me. Yes, it held me down for 4 days, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on them. I'm not giving up on the challenge, and most of all, I'm not giving up on myself. I checked in yesterday with a 2.5 mile walk. Today, I'm committed to doing that run. If I have to walk run, I will do it, but I feel strong enough and well enough. I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna run really, really slow. I'm gonna finish this streak, which there is only, today is the 29th, so 29, 30, 31, and the 1st. There are only 4 more days. I'm gonna finish the sucker running. I'm gonna be standing at the end of this challenge. I am not going to let the flu beat me. I am not going to let the flu make me give up on myself or any challenge. If I decide not to do a challenge, it's because I am not going to do it, not because something is going to tell me that I can't. So here I go. I'm going to run a mile. I got my awesome new pizza headband on. I don't look as good as Celia in her awesome headbands, but this kind of makes me look like a real serious hardcore runner, right? Which is what I need right now, because I'm going to do a mile and hopefully I don't hack up a lung. But you know what, the cough medicine they gave us, I don't know what it was. It's like a little teeny tiny pearl looking pill for him. It's working really well because I still have both my lungs. So it's time to go use them. Okay guys, I did it. Piece of cake, piece of pizza. I did it very, very slow. It took me 11 minutes and 33 seconds for 1 mile, but you know what? I did it. It's done. The throat is a little dry, but nothing that a cough drop won't fix. So I'm headed in now because I'm super excited to get crafty. I'm gonna go pick a good wine, sit down and get crafty, because doesn't everybody drink wine when they do crafts? I do. Anyway, that's my plan for literally the rest of the night. Tomorrow's my day to wake up early at 5:30 so I can walk to Weight Watchers and be an awesome receptionist and do my best and encourage people, and I just love that job so much. So I do have to be to bed at a reasonable time tonight so I can get up at 5:30. Yeah, I'm so excited to do these cards. I never have any fun creative time, so here I go. Okay guys, I have to show you another really cool Christmas gift that I got from one of Eddie's friends, one of our Disney friends. So, okay, check this out. First of all, we're going tonight with the red blend that I got from the second winery we went to in Mexico. This is the blend that tastes really fruity and really light because they don't age it, and yet somehow they still manage to get the alcohol content just as high. So I don't know how they do that, but this is going to be a really nice, light, fruity one. So I'm going to have this tonight. But also, okay, I've never owned a foil cutter ever, and check out the top of that. Like, that came off so perfect. I was like, whoa, that's how that works. And that's what it looks like underneath. So very cool. Okay, so here's the thing I want to show you. I have no idea what this is called. It's right here. It's from Sharper Image. It's called an automatic wine opener. Okay, so what I need to do is, I've never done this. You guys are with me first time. You put it on top of the bottle like that, and then just press the down button. Let's see. And it does all the work. Okay, I think I have to hold the bottle. Okay, hold on. Okay, here's my dilemma. The corkscrew is definitely in the cork. It said when the motor turns off, it will be ready and you can just pull it right off. Well, it's stuck in there, but the motor is done. It's like totally done. Oh, it's doing something now. Yeah, now I don't know how I'm gonna get that out. Okay, I reversed it back out of the cork, and that's what I'm left with. So apparently there's something missing between going into the cork and the cork releasing, because what it says is, it says hold the wine opener firmly and press the power down button. The corkscrew will spiral in a counterclockwise direction and enter the cork. The automatic wine opener will gradually remove the cork from the bottle. Once the motor stops, the cork has been fully removed. Release the power down button without the need for any additional force, the cork should be out of the wine bottle. Lift the automatic wine opener up and away from the wine bottle and prepare to enjoy. It did not work like that. So I don't know what happens when, when it goes all the way inside, then it should do something else, right? It needs to do something else. I don't know what. So I'm going to go back to my trusty little rabbit ears for this one tonight, which is this. Because I'm a dunce and I can't use a real wine bottle opener either. It's very hard for me, so this is my go-to. Let's do it. Okay, we're finally inside. Yay. I gotta say, I was a little worried that the cork might be a little too destroyed to even use this little guy, but there it is. It's a little chewed up, but it came out. So here we go. Now it's time for the wine aerator. Pop that sucker in there. And ready to pour. Yeah, that's pretty. Ah, so beautiful. Yes. All right. Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, it's a 10:15, and I can't believe how late this dinner is, but I've been busy, and I didn't realize that I was hungry until late, so I started the squash late. But anyway, this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. It's very basic, very simple. So what I have over here is I have about, I would say about 3 or 4 ounces of grilled chicken for 0 smart points. On the chicken, I have a 1/4 cup of the Kraft fat-free shredded cheddar for 0 smart points. And then I have some of this Taco Bell mild sauce. You guys, this just adds so much flavor. I can't believe it. It's really, really good. So I have cheddar cheese and Taco Bell mild sauce on the chicken. All of it is 0 smart points. Over here I have Delicata squash, which I roasted in the oven. That's what took so long. But I roasted that for about 40 minutes in the oven at 425 degrees. So I roasted it with some seasonings. I used a little bit of Trader Joe's bagel seasoning because we actually ran out of that. And then I used some Italian seasoning and some sage. So all of that roasted in the oven, and at the end I used some of this balsamic vinegar. I got about 4 of these in different flavors for Christmas from my sister. So I'm using just the basic balsamic vinegar tonight for the Delicata squash. So I have all of this yummy Delicata squash for 0 smart points. The chicken with the Taco Bell sauce, 0 smart points. Everything is 0 except for the wine I've had tonight. So I will show you guys my smart points at the end of the night, which will tell you how much wine I've had for today. And I need to go to bed. I have to get up at 5:30, but I'm so looking forward to this dinner. I have been getting a lot of things done tonight. I've been doing some Weight Watchers work for the last hour, so I'm feeling very productive. So this is it for me for tonight, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.